sorry. I never imagined he worked at the same company as you.
That's not the point. The fact is, you cheated on me with him. I can't forgive that. Are you alright? Did you love him for a long time? The meetings and farewells we repeat in life, among them, there are only a few unforgettable people. Those who carve themselves into your heart never fade away, no matter how much time passes. For better or worse, they only end up shaping your future. I wonder, do you have someone unforgettable in your life?
Hey, Haru. Why are you just sitting there with that scary look?
You really don't get it? You have no idea? In that tense atmosphere, I, Haru Kunigami, felt a relentless, stabbing pain in my chest.
I don't know. If you just say it like you usually do.
Tomoko, who's flustered in front of me, has been my fiancé for nearly 10 years, since high school. And we live together now. You want me to be direct? Fine. Tomoko, you cheated yesterday, didn't you? You said you were staying at a girlfriend's place and didn't come home. But you were actually at some guy's place, right?
What? That's not true. I never cheat.
Her eyes dart restlessly. I know her too well not to spot the lie after all this time together. I thought the same. Nearly 10 years together, engaged, about to finally get married. I couldn't believe it cheat. I doubted my own ears. But what choice did I have? When the new guy at work shows up with photos and says, I slept with your fiancé.
No! He said that?
Yeah. He told me looking real proud. He's the first love you always talked about from back in grade school, right? Yeah. Tomoko had this first love she'd sometimes bring up. Honestly, she'd romanticize it a bit. Moro Fukanuki. Without a doubt, he was the unforgettable person in Tomoko's life. And, as if by some cruel joke, a few months ago, that first love transferred to LKB System Solutions, the bank-affiliated company where I work.
I'm sorry. I never imagined he worked at the same company as you.
That's not the point. The fact is, you cheated on me with him. I can't forgive that.
Wait! It was just one mistake. I ran into my first love by chance.
Maybe that chance meeting was set up by my junior, who's always been hostile toward me. But that doesn't matter. I despise Tomoko for eagerly going along with him. Like they say, if I'm sorry fixed everything, we wouldn't need the police. I can't forgive you, the engagement is off. So a few days passed, the world was now enjoying Golden Week. We'd planned a spontaneous trip, but it unexpectedly became a lonely trip for me. 10 years. It all ended so easily. I've never been the gentle type. I like clear black and white answers. So I moved quickly, canceled the engagement, filed for compensation, and settled those 10 years without delay. Alright, my seat is... I'd booked a reserved seat for Hakata, and I boarded a train to find it. Incidentally, I reserved the seat next to mine for Tomoko, but I refunded it the day I broke off the engagement. Honestly, I should have even bothered taking time off, but I couldn't have predicted this outcome. Even if it's Golden Week, since I canceled last minute, maybe the seat next to me will stay empty. Well, life's not that kind. There's a crying woman in my seat. This, I really hadn't expected. Even though it's early summer, I didn't sign up for a ghost story. I thought rudely as I sat down.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. As I sat and braced myself, she hurried to wipe away her tears. Looking at her, are you alright? Before I knew it, the words slipped out. Not that I was in any position to worry about someone else.
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just, The person I loved for so long is marrying my sister. And when I let my guard down, I can't help crying.
Huh. Didn't see that coming. Unexpectedly heavy stuff. But the words, the person I loved, hit me harder than I expected. Did you love him for a long time?
Huh?
Sorry, you just looked so sad. I figured you must have really loved him. At that moment, our eyes met for the first time, and I froze.
Yeah. About 10. No, 12 years, I think.
With a pained smile, she introduced herself as Moika Kamishima. Since fate had seated us together, I decided to chat with her for a while. The train departed, and the atmosphere inside was lively, fitting for a long holiday. But we sat there having a conversation as heavy as lead bullets. I see. You loved him since middle school, and now he's marrying your sister. Life sure throws curveballs. And you hurt him, your brother-in-law, to suppress those feelings.
You're exactly right. Still, I can't believe it's you, Haru. What an embarrassing scene you caught me in.
Well, maybe it's better it's someone you know, right? Yeah, I know her. Moika Kamishima, my classmate until elementary school. I went to a private middle school, so we lost touch after that.
No, it might have been easier if it was a stranger.
Says the one who was bawling her eyes out in public. So in the end, to forget him, you married someone else and got cheated on. That's rough.
When you put it that bluntly, it really stings. But yeah, you're right.
With a dry laugh, she muttered. From her profile, I could tell she was really hurting. I'm against that, you know. Marrying someone else when you still love another, and always having your heart with that other person.
Yeah, you're right. I know it was unfair to him. I know this is all my own fault.
Well, still, it can't be helped. Having someone you can't forget, that's not something to blame yourself for. The stronger and more vivid the memory, the harder it is to forget. And you can't force someone to forget. Yeah, there was nothing I could do. I could never become Tomoko's first love. No matter how long I loved her, there was something that just couldn't be replaced or overcome. Long years or shared time, they don't matter. When you can't forget someone, nothing else beats that.
Haru.
But well, even so, cheating is crap.
Yeah, you're right. It's crap.
Girls shouldn't say crap.
I'll say it as many times as I want. Guys who cheat are crap. And I'm crap too for always thinking about another guy in my heart.
Alright, that's enough. Cut it out.
You've always been sharp-tongued, Haru. Still the same as back then.
For the first time, Kamishima, who had been suffering all this time, finally laughs out loud. That's not true. My sharp tongue is just imagination, and it's the fault of the one making me say mean things. I was cheated on by a fiancé I'd been with for years. Kamishima got her heart broken when the man she loved married her sister. Different shapes, but both of us were crushed by love that lasted over 10 years. And we clicked. Plus, we were both headed somewhere far away. The bullet train carried us, racing on like the wind.
Haru, Hirome Market. I've always wanted to go.
I got off the bullet train at Okayama Station, took the Marine Liner Express, and came down the JR Dosan line to Kochi Prefecture. Apparently, she's been to Hakata plenty. So she shut down my suggestion, not that I really minded.
I've always wanted to try authentic katsu no taki. Let's go!
Alright. Stop pulling so hard. Kamishima tucks my hand eagerly. I swallowed the jab I wanted to make about how she was crying just a while ago. Hyrule Market is a lively arcade packed with Kochi's tasty foods and souvenirs, bustling with locals and tourists, a must-visit spot.
Oh, so good. Straw-seared katsu no tataki with salt. Perfection. And hey, having beer at lunchtime is fine once in a while. I mean, we're in Kochi.
Hey Kamishima, don't tell me you're one of those scary types who drinks like crazy even though he can't handle booze.
No way!
In my life, whenever I get a bad feeling, it almost always turns out right. And sure enough, a few minutes later... Oh hey Missy, you're drinking good. Just drowned all the bad stuff in booze. I got someone I can't forget too, so I totally get it.
Thank you so much!
What's this, young fella? You're crying too? Uncle here will lend an ear. Cheer up, if you're alive. Good things will come, yeah. So we ended up drinking with local folks at midday, cheered on by their warmth. A few minutes later, we were biting on both ends of Kochi's famous emo kenpai, faces inches apart.
In Kochi, we don't play that weak pocky game, you know? The hard crunch of emo kenpai as you munch from both ends and you feel each other's chewing through the vibrations. It's the best. Come on, cutie. You gotta take the lead.
Why is this happening? By the way, the emo kenpai game doesn't actually exist in Kochi. It's just a lady's made-up invention. Meanwhile, back at LKB System Solutions, the bank-affiliated IT firm where I work, the man who'd comment even during Golden Week grinned confidently at his desk. Harris out on leave. Though I'm still not clear on why, but whatever. This time, I'm the lead on the Love Koi Bank System release. I even drove him to break off his engagement. And now at work too. This'll prove I'm better than that guy. I never liked him. Graduate school or whatever. Always cool and aloof. Letting dumb personal grudges control you will backfire. But I wasn't there to warn him.
So your parents understand now, huh?
Day 2 of the Golden Week. I got a call from my parents, explained the situation, promised to stop by when I got back. They cried out of the phone. Yeah, I'd always prided myself on never disappointing them. So I was worried, but it was all needless fear. I passed the private middle school entrance exam, went on smoothly through high school and college, and completed my master's, partly by my own will, partly my parents'. For someone like me, breaking off an engagement was a massive headache. They said they'll support whatever decision I make. I was reminded how amazing parents are.
I get it. Even after everything, my mom and dad still check in on me regularly. Not just my parents, even my sister, the one I hurt, and him. They all worry about me. It's amazing. I'm the kind of person who's hurt others just to protect myself.
I wondered what it was like for Kamishima to watch the man she loved and her beloved sister together all those years. Even so, was she wrong to try moving forward by marrying someone else? Even after years of studying hard, I didn't have the answer, but I can't say it's right to hurt others. But in the end, only you can protect your own heart. Sometimes the person you can't forget is your strength. Sometimes they're the chain that traps you and makes you suffer. The line between the two is razor thin. Well, not that it excuses hurting people.
Yeah, you're right, Haru. It all started because I didn't have the courage to confess in middle school. That was my weakness. My life's biggest regret. I was in pain, so I hurt others to protect myself. What an idiot, huh? I ended up hurting 2 people I loved at the same time.
What are you talking about, Kamishima? You've always been an idiot.
What? Huh?
You didn't know? From where I'm standing, that's old news. You were stubborn, always clashing with friends, always crying over the after. Oh yeah? Didn't you call those your biggest regrets back then too? Your life's been one long regret.
What? Why do you even remember that?
Of course I remember. You had so much love for people. You could never really let go, and you were always struggling. Even when they hurt you, you never stopped liking your friends. That's the kind of person you were. I always thought you were an idiot. But I've never met anyone with a bigger heart than you. To me, Kamishima is. He cuts off mid-sentence, even though they both know what's coming. The words don't follow.
What am I to you? Ow!
Shut up. Anyway, Kamishima's an idiot.
Huh? What the heck? I thought you were gonna say something sweet.
Don't expect that from me. I'm sharp-tongued, remember?
You're actually saying it yourself?
Seems like I'm not great at being honest either. Being with Kamishima throws me off balance. I thought at the moment. Kamishima?
Thank you, Haru.
I thought about turning to see her face, but I couldn't bring myself to. You're being unusually honest. Did you eat something weird? Feeling the heat rise in my face, there was no way I was showing it.
We're gonna be okay?
I'll rush back, so it'll be fine. Really, I'm sorry. You didn't have to hurry back just because of me, Kamishima. Early morning the next day, with one day left of the long holiday, we were heading home. We took a plane this time to save time. My phone hadn't stopped buzzing with calls from work, and when I heard the details, it sounded serious.
No, it's okay. I've had plenty of fun and I feel lighter now. Thank you, Haru. So...
Kamishima? Something wrong? Kamishima hides her buzzing face behind the souvenir bag of emo kenpai, looking like she wants to say something.
Hey, cheer up, okay?
Huh?
Because you spent more time listening to my problems this whole break, so I thought maybe just once more I'd try to cheer you up. So, I can't finish all this emo kenpai by myself. So, help me again, okay?
She must mean the suitcase full of emo kenpai that the emo kenpai lady forced on us. But what Kamishima really wants to say is, did you seriously get hooked on the emo kenpai game?
What? No, you idiot!
I know what Kamishima really wants to say is that she wants to see me again. Ha! Kamishima's always been a tsundere. Fine. Guess I can meet you again.
We're both tsundere, okay?
Kamishima squeezes out the words, her face turning even redder. But there's a hint of relief. Seeing the trace of her younger self, I couldn't help but laugh again. Meanwhile, the peaceful mood flips. LKB Solutions is in an uproar.
We've had over 100 inquiries saying their balances show 0. They can log in, but the display's wrong. At this rate, the call center will collapse. Fukanuki-san, we've got massive status errors. All get balance returns are 0.
No way! I double-checked the settings last night. How? 8 AM today, right after the Love Koi bank system update, a bug hits showing all balances as 0. Stay calm, check the logs.
Kunigami-san.
I finally arrived. The managers were all out dealing with explanations, and it happened about an hour since the issue started. Without losing my cool, I gave calm instructions behind the near tearful staff. Why are you here? Weren't you off? You know we don't have time to be saying that. Don't talk to me right now. The likely cause of this mess was the guy who'd led the release. No time to grow him now. I focused on the screens to hunt the source. And then... Hey, it's still set to the test. .env... Did you deploy this straight to production? No. No way I'd made that kind of mistake. I'll check the release checklist later. But first, we fix this. You couldn't catch this in an hour. What? Are you blind? Or what? Was this deliberate? To screw me over? If so, cut the crap. This isn't just a hit to me. It's screwing over tons of thousands of users. Wrecking trust. Even as I scolded him, my hands kept typing furiously to fix things. Every second counted. Well, we're right and restart now. We can wrap it in 5 minutes. But users will need to log in again, so get an announcement out too.
Yes!
Hey you! Get over to the execs who've been stucking over for you and explain. Yeah, got it. After that, I patched the API and rebooted. Soon the announcement came that the system was back up.
I see. Sounds like you went through a lot.
Since then, Kamishima and I had kept in touch, and we're meeting again like this on a day off. Man, I hated myself for getting my fiancé stolen by a guy like that. Well, whatever now. More importantly, are you sure you want to come? You really didn't need to tag along today. Yeah, today I was heading to pick up the stuff I'd left at the place I shared with my ex-fiancé. When I told Kamishima, she wouldn't take no for an answer. I'm coming too.
You're nervous going alone, right?
Huh? No way. Well, yeah. But I guess, yeah, it's true. Having you here helps. Even though we both left that place, I couldn't leave my stuff there forever. She should be at work by now, so I figured it'd be fine. Or so I thought.
Haru! I finally found you. Why won't you answer my calls?
Why are you here? Unbelievably, Tomoko was waiting. The moment she saw me, she came rushing over. And I instinctively pushed her away. We've got nothing left to say. You already got the settlement from Fukanuki too. So there's nothing left between you and me.
We were together so long. Why won't you forgive just one mistake?
Huh?
Come on, right? Just one little mistake? I haven't even talked to him since then. Sure, back then he was amazing. Yeah, my unforgettable first love. But now he's just a womanizing jerk.
Maybe think about who let that jerk take advantage before you speak. Then let me ask you. Didn't you feel sorry for the guy you were with all those years?
That's...
You just figured you'd never get caught, right? The moment I saw that's how your mind works, I was done. No matter how unforgettable someone is, I can't live with someone who'd actually go through was cheating. Say I'm narrow-minded, whatever, I was betrayed. That's a fact I can't erase. And then, conscious of Kamishima silently standing behind me, I continued. I've got someone I can't forget too. She's a hopeless idiot, stubborn as hell, but she's loyal to the core. No matter how much she loves someone, she'd never go cheating like you. Kamishima's made a lot of mistakes, sure. She's got plenty to regret. But I never stopped thinking about her. The way she struggles, hurting yet still loving people. Even if I did realize it was romantic, she's been an unforgettable presence for me. That's Kamishima.
You must be a really strong person to be able to tell someone you love them. What? Who are you? Why are you with my Haru? In middle school, I loved someone so much but never confessed. Next thing I knew, he was my sister's boyfriend. That's because I was a coward. But not once did I think of stealing him from her, or having even one night with him. You were loved by the person you loved most for so long. Do you realize what a miracle that is?
I wondered how Kamashima's words reached Tomoko, but I'd never know. I grabbed my things and walked out of that house as fast as I could. Sorry about that, Kamishima. I didn't think we'd run into her like that.
No, it's okay. Hey, Haruhiko, that unforgettable person you were talking about earlier?
Seems my words had reached Kamashima's heart. It's you, Kamishima. I could never forget you. Of course I truly love Tomoko. And it's not like I couldn't forget you in a romantic sense. But back then, I think I was into you. Well, now it's a bit late to say that. I hurriedly added that it's fine if she thinks I'm just being inconvenient, but...
Oh man!
Why are you laughing?
I never thought I could be someone's unforgettable person too. Thank you, Haruhiko. I didn't know something could make me feel this warm.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about it either. Her genuine smile, after all that struggle with an impossible love, was so dazzling. I forgot to act tough, and just gently patted her head. As for Fukanuki, he was furiously chewed out by the higher-ups, and reassigned to a dead-end department. If only I had gone after that guy like an enemy. The bug and the rumor that he stole my fiancée shattered his reputation completely. As for me, thanks to calmly handling the incident, my reputation in the company skyrocketed. I got asked to formally join the Incident Response Task Force and get called in for every major upgrade. Even the Love Koi bank execs spoke highly of me, and I rose rapidly as a systems engineer. And as for Tomoko, after our broken engagement, she was on a fast track downhill.
What do you mean, just one night's mistake? Do you even realize how good a guy Kunigami was?
Exactly. Do you even understand what you've done?
Her parents scolded her fiercely. Didn't help with the settlement, and she ended up in debt.
Haruhiko! Haruhiko!
Of course, nothing happened with Fukanuki after that. And apparently, I became someone she'd never forget. 2 years later, I was now with Kamishima. No, Moika. Near her parents' home.
Haruhiko! Thank you for coming today.
No problem. You might start crying again if you went along. Since then, we've slowly built our love. We've been together almost a year now. And where we were headed was...
It's been a while, you two.
Moika's sister and her husband, the man Moika could never forget.
Today I have someone I want you to meet. This is my fiancé, Kunigami Haruhiko. I'm okay now. I'm sorry for worrying you so much, sis and brother-in-law. Right, I see.
Relieved by Moika's words, her sister began shedding happy tears. And then...
Yes?
I don't care if you were Moika's unforgettable person or whatever. She's my fiancé now.
Hey, Haruhiko!
From now on, I'm going to make her so happy that I'll overwrite every memory she has of you.
Moika, he's a wonderful guy. Yeah, he's really wonderful.
The meetings and farewells we repeat in life. Among them, there are only a few unforgettable people. Those who carve themselves into your heart never fade away. no matter how much time passes. For better or worse, they often end up shaping your future. Carrying the memories of those unforgettable people, we keep living toward the future.
Sorry, Sota. I fell for Yokoi-senpai, and I want to be with him. So let's break up, okay?
What?
If anything comes up, Iwaya-kun, you can always talk to me. I'll have your back.
Thank you very much. Alright, everything's set for today. My name is Sota Iwaya, 26 years old. I've been working as a nurse at Sakato General Hospital for 4 years. I mainly handle gastroenterology, orthopedics, and pediatrics. There's a lot to do today as well, so I need to stay focused and give it my best. Even though it's a general hospital, this is a rural facility. We see patients with a wide range of conditions. That's why vast knowledge and quick decision-making are required, making every day a learning experience. Alright, next up is the final check for the patients scheduled for admission.
Hey, Iwaya, I need a favor. My wagon's running low on cotton swabs. I've got other things to do, so could you refill it for me?
This is Junji Yokoi, my senior by 2 years. For some reason, he doesn't like me and dumps all his chores on me. The night shift should have restocked the cotton swabs yesterday. Just as I thought, the cotton swabs in Yokoi's cart were more than enough for today's work. Knew it. I don't get why he has it out for me. Yokoi is tall and good looking, while I'm just an average guy in both looks and height. Even so, I have no idea why he's so hostile toward me. Excuse me, I need to check the records for the admitted patients. After that, I headed to the medical administration office.
Good work, Iwaya. Tobe has the documents ready for you.
I thanked the office manager and walked over to Mari Tobe's desk.
Iwaya, I've been expecting you.
Thanks, Tobe.
You always come right on schedule, so that really helps.
That's only natural. Our smooth cooperation helps support our patients. As we talked, her smile subtly shifted.
Hey, Sota, can we talk after work?
Mari's voice was light and casual. That's right, Mari and I were dating. She's popular among the men here, even called the hospital's Madonna. Being in a relationship with her felt like nothing but happiness. Sure, let's meet in the lobby after work.
Okay.
We've been together for a year now. I was even thinking about marriage, but... Sorry for the wait. Huh? At the end of my shift, I headed to the lobby, only to find Mari standing close to Yokoi looking cozy.
Sorry, Sota. I fell for Yokoi-senpai, and I want to be with him. So let's break up, okay?
What?
Getting dumped by the Madonna? Serves you right. This is what happens when you get cocky. So yeah, Mary-chan's mine now. Thanks for that.
I see. It would be a lie to say I wasn't shocked. I didn't think I had been acting cocky, so I couldn't accept it, but it was already decided. And just like that, I lost my workplace girlfriend to my senior.
Morning, Iwaya. You look pretty down. Think you can still do your job properly?
The next morning, as if waiting for me, Yokoi immediately started with his taunts.
Don't get the wrong idea, okay? Mari-chan was the one who came onto me. I just couldn't say no, you know. Guess even the Madonna figured out I'm the better match for her.
Is that so? Good for you. But I didn't have time to entertain his provocations. I didn't have any lingering attachment to Mari, so I just gave a half-hearted response and focused on work.
Arrogant bastard. Hey, listen up, Iwaya. Last night was a nightmare, man. Mari-chan just wouldn't let go of me. I barely got any sleep. Man, being this popular is tough.
Day after day, Yokoi wouldn't stop boasting, but... Yokoi-senpai, we're on duty right now. Please save that conversation for later.
Whoa, are you seriously getting jealous and pissed off? Don't take it out on me. It's only natural that Madonna Mari-chan would pick someone better than you.
Jealous? Not at all. I don't care if you two are happy, but I don't have time for such trivial talk. I have vitals to check now, so excuse me. Oh, right, your patient is being discharged today, isn't he? You should probably get ready. Ever since then, Yokoi's behavior has only worsened. Yokoi-senpai, can you do the double check on this IV?
Humph. Look, I have surgery prep for another patient today, so I won't be in the ward around 2. Handle it, will ya?
Wait, what exactly am I supposed to do? He ignored my request for double checks, refused to pass on necessary information, and made my work incredibly difficult.
Yokoi, enough already. Stop this nonsense and focus on your patients.
Damn it, that bastard snitched on me.
Since his behavior was interfering with patient care, I reported him to the head nurse. After she scolded him, Yokoi's hostility only got worse, making my days even more exhausting. Good morning.
Good morning. You don't look too well. Are you okay?
This is Minami Ohashi, a 24-year-old patient in the orthopedic ward, admitted for a fractured left leg. When she was on strict bed rest, we chatted often, and we got along well.
Well, obviously, after what happened.
Yokoi-senpai had been bragging about Mari all over the hospital, and plenty of people had witnessed it. It was no secret that my girlfriend had been stolen from me.
But you're such a kind person, Iwaya-san. If something like that happened to me, I'd make sure those two were socially erased.
Wait, calm down, Ohashi-san.
It's not too late, you know. I could ask an acquaintance of mine who's a sorcerer and have them...
What kind of connections do you have?
I'm just kidding.
No, your eyes were completely serious.
I was really happy that you looked out for me during my recovery period, Iwaya-san. You always brought interesting stories to keep me from getting bored. So I just wanted to do something in return.
Thank you, Ohashi-san. I'll do my best to cheer up soon, too. For the past few days, I was lucky enough not to be on shift with Yokoi-senpai and had some peace. But today, we're working together again.
Hey, listen to this. Yesterday, Mari-chan was talking about you and...
Does this guy have no one else to gush about his love life to? Just as I was getting fed up and about to firmly tell him off.
Yokoi-kun, you're on duty right now, aren't you? Do you really have time to be chatting idly?
Dr. Reika Miyamoto, an orthopedic surgeon, walked into the nurse station. Known for being strict with both herself and others, she's 28 years old and Ohashi's attending physician.
Miyamoto-senpai? This is,
No excuses. Just get back to work.
Realizing he couldn't defy Dr. Miyamoto, Yokoi hurriedly scurried away.
Does he always say things like that to you?
Yes, I even reported it to the head nurse, and she scolded him, but now he just complains in more subtle ways. Well, I have no lingering feelings for my ex, so as long as it doesn't interfere with work, I don't really mind.
Honestly, Yokoi-kun is a real piece of work. If anything comes up, Iwaya-kun, you can always talk to me. I'll have your back.
Thank you very much. Since then, Miyamoto-senpai started looking out for me in different ways.
Good morning, Iwaya-kun. You're in early again today.
Good morning. Are you just starting your shift too, Miyamoto-sensei?
That's right. Well then, let's have a good day.
Though our conversations were short as usual, I spoke with Miyamoto-senpai much more often than before.
Good morning, Iwaya-san. Miyamoto-sensei.
Her cheerful voice echoed down the hallway. When I turned, I saw Ohashi moving toward us at an alarming speed on her crutches. Ohashi-san, you'll hurt yourself if you rush like that. Be careful.
You're right, I'm sorry. I just saw you and got excited, so I hurried over.
Ohashi-san, if you push yourself too much, you'll end up back on the bed rest.
Sorry, but it's not fair that you two get to talk alone. Let me join in too.
You already had plenty of time alone with Iwaya-kun while you were on bed rest, didn't you?
But once I'm discharged, I might not get to talk to him anymore. So I think it's okay to try and get closer now while I still can.
They've really become good friends. I should get back to work now. See you both later.
Same here. Time to get back.
Aw, that's a shame. Well, let's chat again later.
Talking with Miyamoto-sensei and Ohashi made Yokoi-senpai's snide remarks seem insignificant. I could finally work comfortably again, but the very next day, an incident occurred. Huh? As usual, I had arrived early, but something caught my eye. This hospital has a system where nurse uniforms are sent out for regular cleaning by an external company. Yet, when I checked, mine was the only one missing. Why?
Iwaya-kun, is something wrong? I was going to greet you once you came out, but you weren't showing up, so I got curious.
Actually, after I explained the situation, Miyamoto-sensei's eyes widened. Then...
Good morning. Hey, what's up, Iwaya? Something happened?
Yokoi-senpai, you're in quite early today. Grinning, Yokoi walked in. It will be wrong to make accusations without evidence, but I couldn't help but wonder, was it him? My uniform was the only one missing from the cleaning batch. Yokoi-senpai, do you know anything about it?
How would you know? Anyway, if you don't have a uniform, you can't start work, right? Luckily for you, I came prepared with a spare. Want me to lend you one?
Yokoi-kun, did you steal Iwaya-kun's uniform and hide it?
What? How could you accuse me of that?
You've been openly antagonizing Iwaya-kun. And I've heard you always arrive at the last minute for morning meetings. Why are you so early today?
Yokoi-senpai, can we take a look inside your locker? At first, Yokoi-senpai resisted, but Miyamoto-sensei's quiet yet firm command, "Show us," made him give in. And sure enough, my missing uniform was inside his locker. Care to explain this?
Well...
Let me guess. You were jealous of Iwaya-kun or something, right? But this is just pathetic.
Damn it. But it doesn't make sense. Why does everyone favor him so much?
Huh?
It's unfair. The office manager, the head nurse, the doctors, even the patients. Why does everyone like him more? I'm better looking, so I should be more popular.
So that was why he hated me? I couldn't help but be dumbfounded by how petty it was.
You know, I don't know what made you think you were superior to Iwaya-kun. But looking down on him without understanding his capabilities is just absurd.
But when he first started, he was famous for being slow at work.
That's true, but I studied hard to figure out how to keep up. I was often praised by my superiors and seniors for being diligent and meticulous, but I struggled with quick tasks and got nervous easily.
Emergency admission. Iwaya-kun, please take care of it.
Yes. Even though I could respond to the head nurse, my nerves often got the best of me, leaving me frozen in place. Today I have exams, consultations, and discharge procedures. Isn't this schedule overloaded? When my patients' schedules overlapped, I would panic and struggle to complete tasks efficiently. So I started thinking about what I could do to improve and first made sure I was always ready for emergency admissions. I also decided to arrive at the ward earlier than anyone else each morning. This goes here. The notes should be placed where they are easy to see. I arranged my card in a way that was easy for me to use and checked my schedule early. As a result, my efficiency improved drastically. I also had more time to talk with patients and other medical staff, earning their trust.
I've been watching your quiet efforts all along, Iwaya-kun. Even when no one was around, I saw you studying in the library. You weren't just reading, you were practicing movements alone, going over the fundamentals of patient care repeatedly.
I was being watched? That's so embarrassing.
Over time, I saw your pace improve, and you were completing your tasks flawlessly. Through such steady efforts, you built the trust of those around you. And you, Yokoi-kun, what exactly have you been doing at this hospital? You make frequent mistakes at work and push off minor tasks onto others. Not only are you often late, but I've heard you've started leaving early as well. Even during work hours, you're flirting with the office staff in the hallways. Just the other day, a patient asked, "What is that nurse even here for?" We received a formal complaint.
Miyamoto had been speaking calmly up to this point, but now her gaze sharpened, and the pressure of her words bore down on Yokoi.
What do you think this hospital is for? There are patients here who live in constant fear, unsure if they will even see tomorrow. We don't need people who treat this place like their personal playground. If you became a nurse half-heartedly, then leave, right now.
Hee.
At a loss for words, Yokoi fled the scene. Afterward, we reported the morning's incident to the head nurse, and Yokoi was thoroughly reprimanded. He wasn't immediately dismissed, but was ordered to continue working, at least for now. Huh? Where did Yokoi-senpai go? I actually had something to ask him about work. I searched for him, but he was nowhere to be found, just as I was about to ask another senior for help.
Come on, don't be like that. Just tell me.
Please stop! That has nothing to do with my treatment.
I heard Yokoi-senpai's sleazy voice coming from Ohashi's room and rushed over in a panic. Ohashi-san, is everything alright?
Iwaya-san, help me! This guy keeps asking if I have a boyfriend and trying to get me to go on a date with him.
What? Yokoi-senpai, did you already forget the scene you caused this morning? Flirting while on duty? Seriously?
What? I was just a little curious, that's all.
Yokoi showed no signs of remorse, but this time he messed with the wrong person.
I see. Then I'll report this to my grandfather.
Haha, what good would that do? What's your grandpa gonna do, huh?
Yokoi-senpai, you really don't know? She's the granddaughter of Director Ishihara.
What? No way!
Since their surnames were different, he probably hadn't realized, but that information was clearly recorded in her patient file. I could only sigh at how carelessly he did his job.
By the way, my last name is Ohashi because my father took my mother's surname. That's also written in my file, so make sure to read it later. Well, if you even have the chance to read it again.
Ohashi-san, that was just a joke.
A joke? I'm not laughing. If that's the best excuse you can come up with, I'll make sure to report this properly. Because now I'm curious to see what happens to you. Just a little personal interest. You tried to hit on me, you stole Iwaya-san's girlfriend. What exactly are you trying to accomplish? If you're working just to pick up women as a patient, I find it disgusting. Iwaya-san may be your junior, but you should learn from his attitude as a nurse. More than anything, what I respect about him is his genuine care for patients. Until you understand that, you'll just keep making the same mistakes.
Damn it.
Later, Yokoi-senpai was placed on house arrest. And since he showed no signs of remorse, he was ultimately fired from the hospital.
Why the hell am I the one getting fired? Damn it, I have no money.
He failed to find another job and now lives a pitiful, destitute life. I also heard through the grapevine that Mary and Yokoi-senpai broke up.
No job, no money. And despite being in a relationship, he still flirted with hospital patients? I can't be with you anymore. Let's break up.
Fine by me, I never loved you anyway. I just wanted to mess with Iwaya and show off by dating the hospital's Madonna. You're worthless if you can't even be a decent trophy.
Ooh, what did you just say?
Mari is still working at the hospital, but she gets reprimanded a lot more now.
Why didn't you double check this? How many times do I have to tell you?
I'm sorry. Rumors spread that I'm already looking for my next boyfriend. This is the worst.
Since all this happened, she's no longer the hospital's Madonna, and the male staff don't fawn over her anymore. Whenever I see her, she just looks dejected and focused on her tasks.
Hey, Iwaya-san, why don't we go out for dinner after I'm discharged?
As soon as Ohashi's discharge date was set, she asked me out.
Are you suggesting the three of us go out? Or do you mean just the two of you?
Well then, this time, let's include Miyamoto-sensei, shall we?
Miyamoto-sensei, is she actually the type who gets lonely easily? When faced with struggles, it's important to think about what we can do, no matter how small. We never know if our efforts will pay off, but if we give up, we'll never see the results. That applies not only to work, but also to my relationship with Ohashi and Miyamoto-sensei.
One day, I'm going to go on a real date with Iwaya-san.
I need to get closer to Iwaya-kun, even at the hospital.
By constantly thinking about how to strengthen our bonds, perhaps we can forge even deeper connections.